Hello everybody on YouTube, it's Xaldin here. Wait a minute, this isn't my channel. Oh yeah, what Christian wanted to do. He suggested that we do our own separate videos, for the Trading Card Bros, aka Music 1 Master 100, to tell our own opinions on the TCG ban list. So, this is my opinion on the TCG ban list. This is all like in tribute, well, not really, I'm not sure if I want to call it a tribute, but it's what this other YouTuber, I forgot his name, but I know his name had Kisame in it, and of course it was Team Underground. They're on YouTube. I'll try to put their names in the description. But anyway, this is the TCG ban list and my opinion on it. Also, real quick, I just want to also suggest to you guys, check out this video. It's called Attack on the Ban List. It's made by this guy, this YouTuber or YugiTuber named Renato Origami, I think it's name. Anyway, I'll put the names in the description down below and what the video is called. Anyway, so go check it out. It's a really good video, and it actually really calls out to the other, YugiTubers or duelists out there who actually wanted to use Trishula. So, anyway, about the ban list. We already know that all 4 of the baby dragons are banned, which, of course, I have no understanding of any dragon cards. But, of course, my bro Christian can be able to explain that better than me. But, of course, what he's told me that the baby dragons can be broken. That's one of the reasons why they're banned. And, of course, the fact that, they can be used in Dragon Wars, which Dragon War decks were dominating. And so that's why Konami had to ban all 4 of the baby dragons. The other card I cannot understand, and of course was completely pointless, Stratos. The Elemental Hero Stratos. Why ban him? Why? So the Elemental Heroes won YCS or won regional. Who cares? I mean, it's just one YCS or one regional or national. Many decks win. It's just showing that E-Heroes are just maybe that good. Doesn't mean you have to ban their Stratos. That's like saying, you want to ban Spellbook Magician. That's like saying you want to ban, well, you know what I'm getting at, I guess. I mean, all he does is let you search for another E-Hero. I know any E-Hero you want. And I know that he can destroy one spell or trap card as long as you control another E-Hero other than himself. But that's not worth banding over. The other card I found out that was banned was, well, not just my bro Christian, that we found out was banned is number 16 Shockmaster. I mean, I know the card was annoying. I really know that was pretty annoying. The fact that you can detach one Xyz material and then choose, one of the 3 monster spells or traps, and after that, when you use its effect, your opponent can't use either one as long as he's on the field. Well, maybe actually no, and maybe not on the field, but you probably get the point. I know he's annoying, and I know he can be splashed in almost any deck, but you could at least, maybe limit him, or not ban it. The other cards that are on the ban list are Card Destruction. Okay, this part I'll have to thank Konami for. Card Destruction definitely needed to be in the ban list, because the fact that, Dark Worlds were abusing the hell out of that card. The fact that, they have a handful of Dark Worlds, and they'll be like, okay, then I'm going to play Card Destruction. You have to discard your entire hand, and so do I. And yes, I know you get to redraw the same amount of cards that you drew because of that effect, but then after that, your opponent will be like, oh, goody, I just discarded crap of the Dark Worlds. Now all my Dark Worlds effects will go off. Yippee, for me! And your opponent is like, seriously? Or, screw it, I scoop. That's what I'll have to thank Konami for banning Card Destruction. The other card I will have to thank Konami for is banning Gateway of the Six Amps. Me and my bro Christian were, hoping that, Gateway of the Sixth Sam would be banned. And thank God it's banned, actually. Thank God. That was an annoying, continuous spell card. The fact that you can probably pull off an OTK, you can do so much, and the fact that, Six Sams can, be spammed all over. You get so many Bushu counters from it, and then you can do so many crazy effects with that Gateway. So it was a good idea that Konami banned, Gateway with the Six Sams. The other card that I just don't feel like that was a really good call was banning Heavy Storm. Yes, I know people will just come out of nowhere, make sure they don't have any spells or traps, play Heavy Storm, and then, destroy your opponent's spells or traps. But you could at least bring back some other cards that could at least give more support. If you're going to ban Heavy Storm, you should at least bring back Giant Trunade, because they did this before. They banned Heavy Storm and brought back Giant Trunade. They banned Giant Trunade and brought back Heavy Storm. Why didn't they do this for this ban list? Why? I mean, you banned Heavy Storm but not bring back Giant Trunade, so all we have left to destroy spells and traps are either monster effects or 3 MSTs? That's it? That's all we have? You're just going to leave us with 3 MSTs? What the hell? The other card that is banned is Monster Reborn. Well, I'm actually okay with Monster Reborn being banned because that if they ban Monster Reborn, at least Monster Reborn won't be so annoying and be splashing almost any deck. And, your opponent will okay, I'm going to play Dark Hole, then play Monster Reborn, give me that monster yours, and yeah. And that's what your opponent will do right there. And of course, that it can pick any monster from either player's graveyard, and also, it can be, you don't have no cost for it. It has no cost at all. Yes, it could be chained to, like Dark Bribe or Call the Haunted, but, it has no cost, and it can be splashed in any deck, well, almost any deck, and, it takes any monster from either player's graveyards, if you think about it. That's pretty broken right there. The other card is Pot of Avarice. That was a pretty good call right there, because the fact that they, your opponent would have 5 monsters in the grave, they play Pot of Avarice, take 5 monsters, put them back in the deck, shuffle, and then draw 2. I guess that was a pretty good call, I guess. I mean, there are some decks that would basically, abuse that effect. And, so yeah. The other card that is banned is Spellbook Book of Judgment. I am pretty sad about Judgment being banned, because I liked using Judgment, to be honest with you. Typical Spellbook player. But if I look on the bright side, at least it didn't hit other Spellbook cards except for Judgment. I'm glad that Secret didn't get hit, I'm glad the High Priestess didn't get hit, and I'm definitely glad they didn't hit, well, mostly on the High Priestess part, but I'm glad they didn't hit Spellbook Magician, nor Spellbook of the Masters. And the fact that, at least with Judgment gone, that means players who use spellbooks and prophecies would probably go back to, how they used to play the deck, instead of running the Xaldin build. I'm not trying to hate on the players who play Xaldin, I just don't like the fact that you guys, don't at least tech in at least either 2 or 1 High Priestess, and all the monsters you probably would have are Spellbook Magician, Xaldin, and Kaiko. I will admit Kaiko is a good monster, I will admit that, but that's mostly based on the monsters you have. I think they also tech in Effect Filler too. But anyway, and of course they call it a prophecy deck. what's the only cards that are somewhat prophecy based are Spellbook Magician and a couple of the spell books. That's it. And yet they call that a prophecy deck, which to me, that's not a prophecy deck to me. So anyway, the other card that is banned is Super Rejuvenation. Well, like I said, I may not have no understanding of dragons, but you're banning Super Rejuve? I know it's good and it's pretty broken, but you already banned all 4 of the baby dragons. You know, why ban Super Rejuve? Well, my bro Christian can explain that better than me, and I bet he's pretty sad about Super Rejuve being banned as much as I am sad about Spellbook of Judgment being banned. The other card that was banned. Really? 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 Solemn Judgment. They banned Solemn Judgment. It was limited. It was semi-limited. It was off the list. Now it's banned. I think it was banned once. But it's banned. Okay. Look, I know Solemn Judgment can, negate a summon. I know it can negate a spell and trap. I know it can negate a trap. And I know it's a counter trap. But banning it, and of course, it has a hefty price. Paying half your life points just to use it. You can't be serious there, Konami. You just banned a staple right there. Now all we have left for a Solemn Brigade is Solemn Warning, and it's at 1. Good job, Konami. Good job. Oh yeah, banning Solemn Judgment. That was a good job. Jeez, crow. Ultimate Offering. Well, I guess that was okay, I guess. The fact that your opponent can pay 500 life points to normal summon again. And of course, they can even do it during the battle phase as well. So I guess that was okay. The other card that was limited. Thank you, Konami. Atlantean Dragoons. Me and Christian, Musical and Dragon 69, which of course you already know his channel, and of course he's already part of this channel as well. We did a what we call a Bandlist patrol. It's where we talk about what card that we think should either be come back out of the list, banned, limited, semi-limited, or I think I already said banned. But anyway, we mentioned that this card in particular, that this Yugi, I'm not sure if he's a Yugi tuber or not, commented that we should talk about Atlantean Dragoons. We looked up on Atlantean Dragoons and we found that it's a pretty broken card. And I'm glad that Konami actually hit the card. We wanted the card to be limited, and that's what Konami did. So that's another good thing they did. This other card, I just don't really believe this. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit. What did it do? What harm did it do? I barely even see it in plays, other than Fire Fist decks. And you're just gonna limit it? I mean, when I looked up on its effects, all it does is either A, Synchro, or exceeds tactics. That's it. If you're gonna limit, a card that does Synchro or exceeds tactics, you might as well do it to the same other cards. You might as well limit Tour Guide. You might as well, limit Junk Synchron. You might as well just do that. If you're going to do that to, Brother of the Fire Fist Spirit for, just because it had Synchro and exceeds tactics. Let's see. The other card that got limited. Deep Sea Diva. That was a pretty good call on them, because the fact that people will just summon another Deep Sea Diva, and the fact that they could do a couple of more Synchro plays. So I guess that was an okay thing. Another good card that they put on the limit, Genex Allied Birdman. I guess that was an okay thing as well. The card they put on the limited. Oh, thank you. They limited Rescue Rabbit. Just to let you guys know, I'm looking at the ban list right now. As you can see right here on my laptop, I am looking at the ban list. So that's why I'm staring over. Anyway, thank God they limited Rescue Rabbit. That the fact that I'm just, sick of seeing the whole, first turn exceed summons. I'm just sick of seeing that, I'm glad they limited. I know some of you are going to be negative disliking this video or negative commenting to us. But this is just all based on opinion. Because I had to deal in a regional that someone summoned Rescue Rabbit and got first turn Ophion. Which, speaking of which, so far, Ophion's not in this list. What the hell? I was at least hoping that they would limit Ophion. With all 3 Ophions out, running about, now they won't be able to promote, their new cards that they're probably going to come out that are level 5 or higher. Good job, Konami. Real smart. Anyway, the other card they limit is Thunder King Ryo. I'm okay with it, I guess, because the fact that it's pretty annoying, I guess, in my point of view. But some of you are probably upset the fact that you lost your staple, and 2, it was a pretty good beat stick, I guess. Anyway, the other card they limited was Evagishi Mind Ungus. What does Evagishi Mind Ungus do? Just give me one quick second, guys. I just want to see what Evagishi Mind Ungus does. Okay. Evagishi Mind Ungus. Ungus. Here it is. Evagishi Mind Ungus. Ritual spell card. Okay, here it is. When this card is ritual summon, target up to 5 cards in any graveyard and shuffle those targets in the deck. Oh. Now I see why they put it in the list. The fact that they can take up to 5 cards in the graveyard and then shuffle those targets to the deck. Oh, no, wait a minute. That sounds a little bit similar to Pot of Avarice, except that it doesn't allow you to draw cards. Isn't it a little bit similar to Pot of Avarice? Leave them in the comment section below. Anyway, the card that was semi-limited was Dwarlin, Tiger King of the Ice Barriers. Well, I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because I haven't seen Dwarlin, Tiger Prince of the Ice Barriers for quite a little while in play, because not much people use them anymore, so I don't see the point of putting them on the list. Well, on the limited list. The other card that was in the hit on the limited list was Constellar Ptolemy M7. I'm sorry to say this, but I have no idea what he does, so I don't know what to say about it. I know some of you are thinking, why didn't you just look it up like you did with Mind Ungus? I think he's a dragon type, so I'll let my bro Christian explain that to you, because, like I said, he can explain dragons better than me. Well, when it comes down to Pokemon, maybe I can explain pretty okay. Did I say gay? I meant to say okay. Anyway, the other cards that were limited was Dimensional Fissure. Dimensional Fissure? Why hit Dimensional Fissure? If you're going to hit Dimensional Fissure, you might as well just hit Macrocosmo. Wait, did they? Yep, they did. They hit Macrocosmo. Wow. Now, I get that Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmo were, pretty annoying, but were they really worth limiting? I mean, I barely faced decks that relied on Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos, but I guess they would have been pretty annoying. The other card that was hit on the list was Gold Sarko. You're hitting Gold Sarko? You already killed the Dragon Rulers deck, so what's the point of hitting Gold Sarko? Oh yeah, because most players can just abuse it anyway, and of course, they're obviously going to find other ways to use the Dragon Rulers anyway. So, okay, I guess that was a pretty okay thing to do. Royal Tribute was a good idea. Bottomless Trap Hole is on the limited list. Really? Another staple card. You're going to hit another staple card? Bottomless Trap Hole is supposed to be another staple. You're just killing our staples now. I mean, yes, I know we can find other staples to use, but you're killing the one of the top 10 most used staples right now. You're killing Solemn Judgment, and you just killed Bottomless Trap Hole. And you also killed, Heavy Storm. Thanks a lot, Konami. Well, then again, why am I complaining? I don't really use Bottomless anyway. Well, anyway, they also hit Convulse. Wow, they're really hitting on the, the whole hitting the staples. They also hit Eradicate an Epidemic Virus. I can't pronounce that word, but anyway, as I said, they hit Macrocosmos. They hit Soul Drain. That was completely pointless. Terrenal Tribute. Okay, I guess that was an okay thing, but however, still hitting on the staples. And now we're at semi-limited. A little bit short of a list, but let's get to it. They brought back Mizuki and Plague Spread. Oh shit. Looks like zombies are gonna go up a little bit. They also hit TCG, TG Striker. Oh boy. We also have Fire Formation Tenki. Now this part I actually liked as well. That they hit Fire Formation Tenki. As you know from the Bandlist Patrol, I thought that Tenki should be hit on the list. It wasn't limited, but however, I can take being semi-limited, so I'll be least grateful for that. And here's another card that was pointless of hitting on the ban list. Dimensional Prison at 2. That was completely pointless because most players use only 2 Dimensional Prison. So you weren't really thinking that time, Konami. You probably were just pulling cards out of a hat, basically. Here are some other cards that are off the ban list. We got, Destiny Here Malicious. We got the Agent of Mystery Earth, Tsukuyomi. That was a Captain Obvious. A Hero Lives, Black Whirlwind, Emergency Call, Heretic Seal of Confiscation, Pot of Duality, and Scapegoat. Oh boy. The cards, like I said, that was obvious, the whole Tsukuyomi. But, oh boy, the whole Malicious, the Black Whirlwind, and maybe the Heretic Seal of Confiscation. If you saw one of my duels with Christian, Music 1 Dragon 69, that, that he played all 3 Heretic Seals of Confiscation. This was before that they were semi-limited. But anyway, playing all 3 of them in one move and adding 3 Heretics to his hand. So that's the end of the list. And what do I have to say about this list? Well, I guess it's like the last time we were mentioning about the ban list, that we like it, but we don't like it. I was actually okay with the OCG ban list. I was actually okay with it. But this list? That's why I feel like I don't like it, because all the stuff they put on this list, and I was okay with the OCG ban list, but yet Konami just came out of nowhere, just like that, that YouTube video, Attack on the Ban List. Like I said, watch the video, you'll like it. And the fact that, I was going to be, pretty shocked that they brought back Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and, Plant Decks were going to probably come back. But basically, Konami just trolled-faced most of the people who wanted Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, to come back. And were thinking, we just teased you. We just trolled you right there. We're not going to bring back Trish. Are you kidding me? So we're going to ban these other cards and limit these cards, and we're going to throw this at you. Nanny da boo boo, stick your head in doo-doo. And, like I said, I felt like I was going to be okay with the OCG ban list. I was okay with it. We actually liked it, but nope. Konami felt like they had to be a killjoy and just kill our celebration, kill our joy, trolled-face us, kick us in the nuts, punched us in the face, spat in our face, and then kick dirt in our faces while we're, lying in agony on the ground, while we're in pain. So, yeah. And of course, the other problem I have with this list is they didn't ban, well, not ban Ophion, excuse me, I didn't really mean to say that. I'm going to say limit Ophion. I'm sorry, but not to hate on, it sounds like I'm hating on Evil Swarms, but Ophion has got to be limited. It's too overpowering, and the fact that, you know, certain decks won't be able to use their decks as long as, you know, Ophion's running around, and of course, they can't promote their Blue Eye Structure deck as long as Ophion's around. All three of them. And the fact that it has all three Infestation Pandemic. So, that's our my video on Music 1 Master 100, known as the Trading Card Bros. Subscribe to us. The video is probably right. Oh, excuse me. The subscribe button's right there. Check out our, you know, my channel and my bros channel. Check out my channel, The Midget Master 100, and check out my bros channel, Music 1 Dragon 69. So, sorry for all you Trishula players or Plant players that you really were hoping that, you know, Trishula would come back, but I guess he's not coming back. Sorry, guys. So, anyway, video name on the description, and the YouTubers and YugiTubers name in the description down below as well. So, see you guys.